welcome back to the Recycled Cottage and Garden, and I want to show you my very first junk journal made with all kinds of recycled stuff. It's a Southwest style. I found this great flannel material that's covering the book cover. This was a hardback book, and I just took the book part out. Wasn't one I was going to read again. It's made with all kinds of recycled papers and fabrics and so forth, and we're gonna take you on a little tour of it. So first thing is, I covered the book cover with this flannel fabric with a Southwest design on it in this dark red, blues, and has little black silhouettes of like western mountainy type animals. So one of the things that I did was I found a Christmas ornament. Came with two sets of antlers, and I just took it apart and took the jingle bells off. And so inside each page is different. What they are is larger pages folded in half, and you put several together, and it makes what they call a a signature. Recycled papers, notepads. I bought some washi tape. I've got some scrapbook paper pieces. Made lots of little pockets, and so I used colorful index cards in a lot of them. Found little pieces that just seemed to go in it, like the little fall leaf, and sometimes I have washi tape helping to hold down the little notepad pieces. I used graph paper. I cut out embellishments to add throughout from that same fabric I used on the cover. Made lots of pockets, just used all kinds of strange little things to as another little place where you could make your journaling notes or whatever you want to use this for. Tried to keep the colors and the theme. I used the fabric piece. The buffalo is a cutout from the fabric that's on the binder. Different sized papers, just whatever. The big one in the middle, I have one of those coloring books of mandalas, and I'm using some of that. Found some tags at the dollar store, a whole bunch of them for $1. I love Dollar Tree, and so there was some fun stuff there. Excuse the frog in my throat. I'm not sure where it's coming from tonight. Yeah, just got real fun with some washi tape I picked up at the dollar store, and notepad paper, and more scrapbooking paper that I felt kind of fit with the theme. Oh, pardon the bug that keeps flying around. I'm not sure what it was or where it came from. I found some burlap ribbon. Again, just bits and pieces of things that the colors were right. Just felt like it fell right in with the theme of it. I thought the mandalas might be fun. Maybe someone would like to color them. You never know. Or they could paste something over top of it. Now, all of these little note pieces that fit into the little pockets, people could take those out and put something else in it. It doesn't matter. Again, note paper, a little piece of fabric to decorate. Make it easy if you wanted to glue in memory type things or pictures or whatever. You can make a junk journal with just about anything. That's why it's called a junk journal. I did use some regular lined notebook paper. Did a little bit of watercoloring on some of it, and that kind of those kinds of papers. Sometimes the lines will kind of fade out the way they're printed, but that's okay. I've got some graph paper in there too, and the lines do not disappear, which is nice. But lots of pockets. I don't know, I really liked the pockets, so I put a bunch of them in. And I used construction paper, mixed it with other things, used some washi tape on the edges of pages, as little dividers, for the page. Just a little embellishment. If somebody doesn't like it, they could pay something over it. This is up for sale, by the way, in my eBay store. More pockets with some more scrapbook paper, little pieces that I had. And yeah, this was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed making this. And the little pocket there was made with something that was holding envelopes, one of those little overflapped thing. And there's one of the envelopes. This one I drew funky lines, just swirly lines to, you can write your journaling notes in a line. More washi tape and more embellishments from the fabric. This one I thought maybe you could put, glue in several memory items, maybe some ticket stubs or photos or whatever. Did a little bit of watercolor on that. This was an order form from a catalog, but it had nice lining on it, so it would be easy to write on. One of the things that I did different that I see from a lot of the journals out there that people are making to sell or to use, there's not really any place to write. So why are you calling it a journal? Wouldn't that be a scrapbook? That was my thought. But you could use this as a scrapbook or a journal or for making lists or a travel journal or for prayer requests kind of thing, or things you're grateful for, or just memories. Even little skinny little pieces of paper come in handy. I found some nice ribbon in brown that worked real nice. I found some stickers. They were a little more three-dimensional, and in some cases I took the three-dimensional part off and just made them more flat. And more pockets. There's quite a few pages here. I just felt like, what's the point of a journal if you don't have enough places to write? Because that's personally what I would do with it. Don't ask me why I thought I should make one. It just something that I've seen people do, and it appealed to me. What they were making specifically, this one person, beautiful pieces, absolutely beautiful, but I would never use it for anything because it looked like a lace factory blew up. Lots of lace, lots of fabric, lots of very little paper, very little place to write anything. So I'm not sure what you would do with it, or what I couldn't figure out what I would do with it. So I wanted to make something, and I looked around at what I had, and this is what I came up with. Oh, and since it's the Southwest, how about a Southwest postcard? And what they call a tip-in, where it's just used washi tape, tips it in, holds it in place. A little more fabric, little fabric embellishments. I like the torn edges. I may do some more fun things with torn edges. Another one of the little tags. Those are fun. And those can be taken out and used for something else, and you can stick your own piece of something in it. I really liked this polka dot paper. I'm not sure why. And they're tied together with twine, jute twine. So that's what holds the pages in. And then I use this really, really thin washi tape in kind of a ziggy-zaggy thing, and you could journal along it. If you don't like it, you can pull it out. So you have lots of options. I had fun making it. This was really something I enjoyed. I've always liked collage, and this was like working with a three-dimensional collage. That's how I look at it. It's a three-dimensional collage. Oh, another one. How about up in the mountains in the west with some aspen trees, looks like. I thought that was cool. So I included those. And, if that's not somebody's cup of tea, that's fine. They could take it out, put in whatever they like. And we're almost to the end here. I love that piece of fabric. I did a little bit of watercolor, not a whole lot. And oh, this one's fun. It was a long skinny pocket, so I made a long skinny piece to go in it, which you could journal on, and then added a little embellishment at the top that's a little bit thicker. That would make a nice bookmark if you wanted to use it as such. And I like the little index cards because they have the lines on one side. And I had a lot of orange ones. I don't know where they came from. I had orange ones and white ones and hot pink ones. So there you are. Oh, and I added an envelope. I guess these are called coin envelopes. I use them for my seed saving for the garden. So, but I stuck one in. I thought, what the heck? You know, maybe somebody wants to put in something that needs to be held in place. And even just little bits, you know, maybe you want to put in some photos and just write a little bit about what happened that day. And there's the back of it. I did use a little bit of duct tape along the top and bottom edge so that we wouldn't have any raw edges sticking out. There's a piece of felt that is actually stitched onto the fabric and then more pieces glued on top.